Hey everyone, welcome to Encore, and here is my watermelon nail video. Hey everyone, welcome back. So the first thing I'm going to do is prep my nails, and I'm using the 3-in-1 formula Remove Plus from Zoya, and it's basically a polish remover, nail cleaner, and nail prep. Now this step is going to basically get rid of some old polish that you have. Alright, and it's also going to get rid of the oils on your nails. So basically just wipe that using a cotton ball, of course. I don't know if you can see this. There we go. Alright, so you just prep the nails. Doing that. If you prefer, you can do your manicure, you know, the full shebang. But for this demo, we're just going to skip right into the coloring part because that's the fun part. Alright, and then we're ready to paint. Okay, so the first step is I'm going to need to prime the nails, and I'm going to use white for that. So just like painting walls, you prime it and the primer is white. So that's what I'm going to do. And I have white in my cup right here. Alright, and you're basically just going to go over each nail and just make sure it's an even coverage. Alright, and at this point you're going to get overspray. Don't worry about that because that easily cleans out later on. Okay, so first coat, I'll let that set and dry. It should be pretty quick, but you can see all the oversprays right around the skin over here. Don't worry about that. That easily comes out later on. So you basically just want to prime all the nails first. Okay, and you want to do 2 coats of primer on that, so that way the nails are really covered. Okay, so once they completely dry, which should only take like a few seconds, maybe up to a minute, we're going to use a stencil, and for that you can use post-it notes. Alright, and for this demonstration I'm going to use shadow shields. Alright, remember these? I featured them before. My friend Michelle came up with these, and I'm going to use them as a stencil. But if you have post-it notes, use that. Just count, or just cut a little bit of kind of like a curve like this. Alright, and what we're going to do is we're going to kind of like anchor that right at kind of like a diagonal. Alright, but we want to anchor it so that the curve kind of like, you know, cuts right into the center of the nail. Now don't press it too much, okay? It should not stick to the nail. It should just kind of like sit there, alright? Just like that. Okay, and at this point we're ready to paint, and I switched my color to red. And what you want to do is you want to paint right into the stencil, okay? You see that? And then just kind of move gradually right into the edge so you get a little bit of kind of like a, you know, kind of like an over paint on the nail. Can you see that? Alright. There you go. And let that dry for a second, and what you can do is just use the air part of your gun, alright, and go over it. Don't use any paint, alright? And ideally a dual action gun is best for doing nails because you can switch from just using air, and you can also use air and paint. Alright, and there you go. So it's dry without adding any more paint. And then at that point you can gently peel off your stencil. Alright. There you have it. So now you have a red over the white, just like that. So do that to all the nails. Okay, so once you've done all the nails, we're going to move on to our next color, which is kind of like a lime green. But what we're going to do is we're going to also move the stencil about that much. So however much you move the stencil, make sure it's going to be portion it with the rest of the nails. So just kind of eyeball that out. Alright, and then we're going to start painting with our next color, which is a light green. It's almost kind of like a kiwi green color. And what I did is I just mixed green with yellow to come up with this color. Alright, and basically, again, much like the red, you start by painting right onto the stencil and then bleeding it out towards the nail. Alright, just like that. Alright, and then again, just using air, you're going to want to just dry that. Alright, so just like so. And then once it's dry, you can again gently peel off the stencil. Alright, and now you have the red and the green. Alright, and then do the same thing to the rest of the nails. Okay, so once you've finished all the nails, adding the light green, we're going to paint the remaining with a dark green. And all I did is add black to the green that I used earlier and make that a dark green color. Now for this part, you're not going to need the stencil anymore. So what you're going to do is you're going to paint outside the nail. Alright, and then you work it towards the nail, so that way you get an overspray right into the nail, and it's going to give you a little bit more dimension as well. Okay, so once that dries, you're ready to paint the seeds. Alright, and I'm just going to use a pencil brush, much like this, and just black paint. And what I'm going to do is I'm just going to draw one right in the center and then two angled this way. So just like that. Alright, and then one over here. And then another one over here. Alright, and then just do that to all the nails. Okay, next we're ready to clean up. And this is before you put the final top coat gloss, because what happens, like if you overpaint the gloss, it's going to seal in the paint in your skin. So you want to clean up first. And to clean up, it's really easy. Just a Q-tip and water. And you just want to basically just clean around. See how nicely and easily that comes out. So just be careful when you get close to the nail, because you don't want to basically destroy what you just did. So just clean around the nail, around the cuticle area. Alright, and just clean pretty much anything that's skin. Okay, so once you finish cleaning around the edges, you're ready to do your final top coat. And this is just clear top coat. And you just put 2 layers on each nail. Okay, and there you have it. I finished the second coat and it dried, and it's beautiful and refreshing looking. And at this point, just be as creative as you can. You can add jewels like rhinestones. These are black rhinestones, and you can put that on the seeds. So that's going to be so cool. Or, you know, if you like rhinestones and just clear rhinestones like this, you can also add that to that, and it's going to add sparkles in it. But one way or another, just have fun with it, and hopefully you enjoyed this video. Thanks for joining me. Until next time, I'll see you guys soon. Bye!